Hi guys, and welcome back to Mums and Melanin. I'm Iola.
I'm Debbie.
I'm Takoni.
And I'm Takumba.
We've been saying it.
And saying it.
You guys know my background by now. Don't be repeating things. Let's not do retake. Please take a second, pause this video, click like, click subscribe, click the bell, and please follow us on all other social media handles. Yeah? We love you. Okay. Fast forward, we're now starting this new video and it's a little bit different. We've got a clip to show you. It's only a minute long, a TikTok. Very interesting perspective on motherhood, and we're going to go into it, so stay tuned.
Let's talk about this, because right now, I legitimately do not want to be a mom. And I don't mean like today I don't want to be a mom. I mean today, I don't want to ever be a mom. I made the wrong choices. Now, I've gone through this before, but this time around, I have zero shame over it. And here's why. Because every single mother has felt this before. And if they say they haven't, they're lying. Maybe not to you, but definitely to themselves. Also, you can love something more than life itself and not want to be their parent. I know those two things seem contradictory, but guess what? They can coexist at the same time. Number 3 of why I don't feel any shame anymore is because I haven't left. And despite how stuck we are, guess what, ladies? We could actually leave. People do it. You could pack your bags right now and head out the door, but you haven't, and I haven't. We're right here, realizing that I had the actual choice to leave or stay, not feeling stuck anymore. Oh, that has healed half of the issues right there. It is 1,000% understandable that you would be like, this sucks, this is stupid, I don't want to do this. And you don't have to. So either leave and figure out how to be happy in leaving, or stay and figure out how to be happy staying. Obviously, before that, we can pout and be sad and throw a pity party for a minute, though.
I think the whole concept of you can get up and leave, that's just really awkward to me.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Why?
She's like,
It's the truth.
yeah.
In this life, you have a choice. You choose to stay or you choose to leave. And that same choice, you choose to open your legs and have a baby.
I feel like at the point of becoming a parent, you've chosen to stay.
No.
Like, the minute you've had your baby.
That's what you mean, okay.
No, that's not true. Because you don't know what that baby is going to bring. You don't know what life is going to now look like with this child. You've chosen to have a baby.
In reality, how many women flee from their children and families? It's not that many. It's not common.
We don't know the stats, but
it's definitely not common.
It's more common than you think it is.
Obviously,
being a parent.
Yeah.
Either.
But then again, she said the point about, either you're happy about your choice to leave, or you try and find happiness in staying as well. But it's mad. I think the whole concept of not wanting to be a mother, it's interesting because I think what she says is kind of true, where most mums do feel like that at times. But for me, it's just never been a real, I don't want to do this, I want to leave, you know what I mean? I wish I could leave, or I don't want to be here. But for some people, it's very real.
Definitely. No, sorry. Yeah.
It's just a bit mad.
Yeah, it's really mad for me. I actually found that video very sad, and I think my heart goes out to anyone who actually feels like that. But personally, for me, I've never thought I don't want to be a mother. There's not wanting to do something at that time. I don't want to wake up right now to give you breakfast.
Right.
There's I can't wait to go for the school run. There's this is quite long. There's things that I don't necessarily do in that moment. But being a mother in its entirety, I personally have never felt like I don't want to be.
Yeah.
That's me. Obviously, someone might say my child is small. Fair. But I personally have never had that experience, and I would, for me, hearing that, it pulls on my heartstrings. So I just think, what's happened that's so bad that you don't want to be a whole mother? Not that you need some space, because every mother needs space, that's or fine. Time or me time. Yeah. I get all of that, but being able to say straight up, I don't want to be a mother. That to me is a lot. I've never had that.
I don't like being a mother.
Or I don't like that. That to me is a lot. I've never had that experience.
I understand saying I don't like being a mother. I find it difficult to understand I don't want to be a mother. So saying I don't like being a mother, that's understandable. Because again, you don't know what you've signed up to. You know that I'm going to have a baby. You don't know what that baby's going to be like, if that baby's going to cry all night, if that baby's going to be an angel and sleep. You don't know the baby that you're going to get. You just know you're getting a baby. So not liking being a mother because your nipples hurt from breastfeeding, because you can't work, because you're looking after this baby, you don't sleep. Maybe your partner's not as attentive as he should be. So you're doing this alone. I don't want to do this. Like, I don't like being a mother.
And that usually
that
usually is to a period of time.
That's what I was going to say. It's not, being a mother is not necessarily. Being a mother is greiter than the seasons that
exactly.
But you may only had bad seasons.
But then you say, I really hate this, or I'm struggling with this time of being a mother. But giving the statements, I'm quite big on words, innit? And like when you make a conclusive statement like that, to me it's a lot. Being a mother is not just when the child is breastfeeding or when the child's 15 or 21. There's so much more to be.
But that's when it starts. So if you're starting on a negative path, it's inevitable. Not always inevitable, but
you're going to feel like
to continue on that negative path.
You may not. You know it's a season, and you know it's a season.
Exactly. I think there's ways to curb some of these examples, specifically these examples that won't allow me to feel comfortable with that statement, because again, there's ways to curb some of those examples. Obviously, I don't know if you're going to give another example that may make me look at.
No. I don't think you may never be comfortable with it. Just because obviously everybody sees things differently, but I think sort of, and I just think that sometimes people can't see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes,
so maybe
that is what
and you can't see the end. Actually, people say, I don't like this. I don't like. It's not what I signed up for. All of that. So,
but then
that's where the concept of leaving comes from.
TikTok doesn't come across to me like the people who are going through a very dark patch, who feel like that in the moment. It kind of just has we have a choice to walk away.
Yeah.
That for me is very unsettling.
No, you know what? So to me, I haven't really considered that with motherhood, but I like that. I like that sort of. To me,
you like what? Sorry.
I like
the mindset.
I like the framing.
Yeah.
So initially, the video I think initially started, maybe I don't know if she's acting yet, or maybe she really felt that way. I felt like it's a lot for shock value, because how she ended the video was a completely different note.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Either you be happy where you are, or go away and be happy. Like, it's like she made it quite clear cut. But I think having a mindset that actually I've chosen to stay, because I think a lot of times, especially as a mum or as a woman, you feel like you're in situations that you're now forced in and you're stuck and you're trapped. But actually feeling that if I wanted to leave, I can leave. But actually, I've chosen to stay. So let me make the most of it. It now re-empowers you.
I get you. 100%.
So what I've said to her, this is very early in my marriage. I was like, my husband knows me anyway. You know, like, I'm not going to be, I'd rather be alone than unhappy. Do you understand? It's not by force. We make this, obviously we love each other, but it's not by force. So I've always said to him, if I'm here, it's because I want to be here. No one shackled me to be here. Fair enough, we're married. And he's like, that gives him comfort. Because he knows I'm not with him because I have to be, or I'm with him because I want to be. And I think it's like that. Do you understand? Like, actually, I have the freedom to get up and go, but I've chosen to stay. I think it just re-empowers you. Do you understand? Because sometimes you feel like things are out of your control. Like, like, I'm married, it's forever. Like, I have to always be with this person. But no, you don't have to. But if you're going to be here, like, because you want to be, isn't it? Do you understand? Or with the motherhood.
Do you think it's a bit different?
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Depression is real, or
Yeah.
it's real.
That's why I said that for me, if you're talking to someone who's going through depression or dark patch, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that from, because that's where
you have to be going through something in order to have that mindset. You can't just think that there's some people that genuinely, maybe they had a child because they love their partner enough and their partner wanted the child. They're unbothered. They could go through life and not have any children. But because they love that person so much, they were willing to do that for them.
Yeah, but
now they've done it for them.
I already have an issue
not
there.
for me.
Do you know why? Because that's a lifelong thing. You're not giving me a sweet and I gave you
And
something.
people do that one, no?
Hold on. It's an issue for me. Why? From the
Having a
get-go,
child.
I'm giving this to you. I'm doing this because you want it. Because we're meant to both be in this. Parenting it wasn't really designed for one person to have that full burden, okay? So for me, it's like, if I'm doing it for you, and then I now feel like I'm stuck, I should have never done it knowing that it was going to impact me this way in the first place. So I already knew that it wasn't really for me.
Some people don't think about it.
That's why I said I have an issue from the beginning.
I know, but you can't go back now. So now the person's here.
No, we're not talking about the person that's here. I'm talking about the fact that the issue for me is the fact that if you feel that way, don't go start giving someone something because of what they need and forgetting about what you need or who you are. If you don't think you have a maternal side to you, it's just never been a desire to have a child. A child is not a temporary thing. A child is not a thing that you have for a year or two, like uni, and then you graduate and you call it a day.
But then what about the woman that thinks?
So that's why I feel uncomfortable.
What about the woman that thinks, actually I can handle it, like what you were saying?
Yeah,
I can handle this, is what I
like.
want. Okay, cool. And then the reality hits and it's like, actually, I don't want it. And the baby's here now.
Yeah.
It's a job. I don't like this job. I don't like changing nappies.
Where's the manager?
I quit.
That say, actually, this is when people say being a mother is a full-time job, it's a full-time
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
There is that say, I quit, keep your job, I'm gone, and they go.
Yeah.
They will leave, and the husband will be scrambling trying to make ends meet for that child.
I think for me
That's the
again,
reality.
I would want to understand what do you like about it. Is it a seasonal thing?
What's
or
not
is
to
it-
understand, babe?
No,
The whole
there's
thing.
different reasons why people might
The whole
like it.
package. The whole package.
Well, they just
I don't want to
they
wake
don't
up
wanna
early in the morning. I don't want to
that's-
get no one else ready.
that's
I just want to.
seasonal.
I want to do
If you have
me.
money, if you have
They
money,
don't
for
know
example, you may have an au pair that comes and does all of
But
that.
the majority won't be. So let's just bring
You
it
may
back
have your
to.
mom, you may have a family member who can come and live in your house. What I'm saying is, if it's not because you don't want anyone tied to you full stop, if it's because of seasonal, there's ways, there's people that can help, there's fostering, there's so many other things you can look at. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm just saying, I'm not saying that someone shouldn't say they don't want to be a mother. I'm saying I want to understand the basis that they make that decision. Just
Yeah.
in case there's a solution before
Yeah.
we make the
The big
ultimate
thing.
argument.
Yeah. And I do think
solution.
and
That's
I
just
do
who they
think
are.
most of
Then
these
what?
things come from the seasonal. It comes from the
Exactly.
seasons
And then
because
that
it
was
changes.
helpful.
You know, parenting changes. How you parent your child changes all the way as they get older. So what we're doing with these kids as they're the age they are now, next 5 years, 2 years, it's a different.
Like they say it.
It does, but it changes.
But some
So
people
I won't know
cope with the problem of a teen more so than the problem of breastfeeding.
Yeah.
It's subjective
You drop
to
one
person, isn't it?
problem and pick up another, essentially.
The problem is when decisions like this are often made, it's usually in the early years when things are very
Quite
overwhelming,
difficult.
when emotions, hormones are high. That's when the decisions, actually, I can't do this, I'm walking away, or you know what, F it, I'm just going to push through. And sometimes they come through the other side, or sometimes they go deeper into that, you know, that whatever abyss of whatever,
Exactly.
black
And
hole,
that's why I
whatever.
said, I want to assess why. If it's a case where this is not going to work for you, it's not an issue thing of the age or the breastfeeding and you can't deal with under fives or whatever. If this is just actually, I don't want to be attached to anyone, I don't want responsibility, I want to live me, I don't want to think about, then of course it's adoption, start looking at other things, of course. But that's what I'm saying, I want to understand. I have a problem with blank statements because life is not a blank, it's not a blanket. There's so many other topics that come to conclusions that sometimes don't need to come to that conclusion if you had a conversation and just really look deeper. Why do I feel like this?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I'm not saying it's a no. I'm just saying I'm not comfortable with the statement without knowing the deeper things. You got me?
Yeah, but I'm going a bit off that. So back to the ladies' video. I like the fact that though it was like, okay, all these statements and everything, she did bring it back to, it's your choice, you stay or go. And that's the truth.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down
Yeah.
to. Because really, this burden is not burden, but you know what I mean. This job is it's a lifelong job.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
It is. But what do we think about the fact that I think she kind of alluded to or something like now we're not scared to talk about this thing. We have zero shame now. And if you've never felt like this, you're lying. You know, she said like a few things. What do we think about that? Has everyone felt like that?
I feel like in this current day and age, like there's no boundaries, there's no limits.
You can feel how you feel.
You can
Chat.
feel,
Yeah.
say what you want to say,
Yeah.
and it is what it is.
And a majority of people would be able to identify with that feeling. So even though you may not have identified with, I don't want to be a mother anymore, you probably have identified with this period as hard, like I don't even want to do this.
100%.
You know what I mean? So again, on all floors, you're kind of connecting with her in one way or the other.
I'm connecting with particular statements. I'm not
Exactly,
connecting with,
not
you
her,
felt like
but-
this if you haven't, you're lying.
No.
Because I've never felt like I don't
But
want to
then
be a mother.
also wonder,
yeah.
obviously, I've only been a mum for 4 years. Do you understand? I don't know the end of it, so I'm not gonna.
This is it.
I don't know how old her children are, so I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I can't dismiss what she's saying because I'm sure I can even think of people that probably could really identify with it. I can empathise with it, but I don't think I've felt that yet. But I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand
Yeah.
how that feeling could come about.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like you said, this motherhood thing is a journey that we don't know how long we're on that journey for, but we're on that journey. And thus far, maybe like there's a couple times on my hand that I've thought to myself, you know what? If I run that way and she doesn't see me, maybe they'll take her to lost property.
Yeah.
And you know, like
Yeah.
there's been moments when I've cried a good cry and I've said, I'm done. What more is there to do? Take your children and be going, because what are we doing here? And it's not because like I don't want to be a mother, because if you actually take my children, I'm calling the police for you because we're doing But in that very
the moment.
moment,
Yeah.
I'm more than just a mother. I'm a woman with feelings and emotions.
Your own
and
issues,
I'm
your own
still
dramas,
me.
and
Life is still happening
Right.
outside of motherhood.
life is still
Life
life
is
in.
still- you know, when I realized for me life was still happening, and this is the moment when I was just like, okay, this mothering thing, I don't know if I can actually do it. And this is a big thing for me to say. When I was going through my relationship issues and I had to look at my kids and still deal with them and carry the feel, you know, that feeling on your chest when it's so heavy that am I breathing properly? Am I still walking? Because it's so heavy on your chest that you can't breathe properly. And then you have to turn and look and care for somebody else's needs. And your needs are all over. That's when I thought to myself, this thing that they call motherhood, I don't know. I think I just want to lay in my bed and not have to deal with anyone and not speak to no one and not have to worry about somebody else's needs, because my own needs in this moment, I feel surpass yours. But is that selfish? Do you know what? Like, does that mean that I don't want to be a mother full stop? No. It just means that
That's
right
my
now
point.
I don't want to do this motherhood thing.
Or you're just not able to.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
like,
you know what I mean? Before we were mothers, we were actually people, you know.
100%.
I'm not just
still
somebody's
have-
mom. Now, how? Let's start speaking to another adult. What are they calling you?
Mom.
What's your name?
Yeah,
Is
I
it
get what you're saying.
Your name is Mom or Makaya's mom. What is that? Excuse me, do you know my name? If you would like to call me Debbie, I don't mind. Even auntie, even though I don't know your mom, but you can call me auntie. I'm just, it's fine. Obviously, like you said, it's seasons, it's moments. You get over it, you remember it, you reflect on it. And yeah, you speak to God, He tells you fix it, get it together. You keep going. You know, like there's like you
waves.
said, there's
Waves.
waves. But I can understand how someone can be in that wave and not know that this wave is gonna finish.
I can understand that.
And hence say that I
It
don't
is
want to
sad.
do this thing.
Yeah,
Let me
it's
pack my
sad.
bags and be going.
It's sad.
I
And
get
it's
it.
sad, and it's sad because the child didn't ask to be born, didn't ask to be here. That's why I said that for me, and I'll never feel like I need to leave. Like, I feel like at the point of which I fell pregnant, I said, okay, cool, I'm gonna have this baby. I've already made a commitment then. So no matter how hard it is along the way, I'm like, well, this is it. Like, we're gonna kind of fight it out until we get there. So that it's a bit mad.
Of you that still feels like you can do it. You'll try. You'll go counselling. You'll get support. You do what you got to do. I do think though, if like I said, if you think it's just not everyone wants to be a mother. That's just the reality. And for whatever reason, when you've had your child, it may be better for yourself and your child not to be in that kind of toxic relationship because it's not going to work. That is the reality. But that's why I said when she said that video just it pulls on my heartstrings. It makes me so uncomfortable because it's like, wow, you must be going through a lot for you to be able to make that statement.
And to be fair,
it's a big statement.
100%. And to be fair, it's beneficial, in fact, for you to be able to say the truth and say, you know what, I can't do this. Because then the support comes in. If it's adoption, if it needs to be, you know, someone else in the family looking after this child. Because at the end of the day, this is what the government does. When you can't look after your child and you're struggling, or you know, there's neglect and other things coming in, abuse or whatever, someone else will look after the child, isn't it? So it's about making that decision for yourself, isn't it? Like, if you're not able to do it, then seek help. Say, okay, because the child, it's not the child's fault, and they shouldn't have to suffer because of it. And I think that's, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, what about this child here?
Yeah, it's true.
Because they're in the middle of everything.
It's true. No, that's true.
Wow. Oh, guys. But do you know how common this topic is? Like, I looked it up and there were so many forums.
Yeah.
So many forums. And women are like,
people, you know. But I hope they get the help that they need. And if you are feeling that type of way, or if you resonate with the video in any way, shape or form, I do think you should reach out for help, try and see if you can get counselling, try and see if you can get assistance somewhere, or just see what works for you. It may not be, you know, you and the child being in the house 24/7. See what works for you for the betterment of yourself and the child. But guys, this video was very sensitive. I hope it's kind of helped give a bit of insight on what we see, how we feel, and maybe some of you might resonate with how we feel as well. If you have alternative views, let us know. We'd like to know, respectfully, of course. We're respecting everybody out here. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.